Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for another AlphaStar video. Today we have ourselves a Masters Terran gonna be trying to topple Alpha Zerg in a good old TVZ matchup. The map is Kairos Junction. And yeah, excited to be casting some more of this AlphaStar. This is one of the mid iterations that we've got here today. Not the best, not the worst of the AlphaStars, and it's just one of the Zerg iterations, which can be quite strong. So I'm excited to watch it. And as far as casting like the super best AlphaStar on the channel goes, we're kind of doing that thing which you do when you have a favorite part of a meal. You eat all the rest first, and then you have your favorite part just all at the end. Kind of like a little bit of delayed gratification is our plan for casting these AlphaStar games on the channel. However, we will have a lot more AlphaStar to come in the future. So this TVZ, we have got a normal build from AlphaStar, no early pool, even though AlphaZerg sometimes goes for that. And our Terran player is just going to be SCV scouting and then going into an expansion. If he goes for anything other than a CC after this, I will be very, very surprised, seeing as how the options are quite limited early on. There we go, SCV moving across the map to check for an early pool. This Terran player, who's rocking the classic Starcraft SCV skin, is a player after my own heart. Always scouting in this situation makes your life so much easier. You just see the hatchery timing or see the pool timing, and then it lets you know basically what exactly you need to do with your Reaper, whether you need to panic back at home, or whether you just need to basically proceed as normal. And that's what this Terran player saw, the hatchery on usual time, and then just this is going to allow the Masters player not to have to worry about any lings coming across the map. And I say this time and time again, not having to worry about those lings as someone who might not necessarily have a ton of APM. I know in my own experience that just knowing whether the lings are coming earlier makes your life a lot easier for having to deal with that. Reaper runs on in for the Masters player, shoots a drone or two, shooting a few of the lings, but so far good control from AlphaStar. Loses one of the lings. That ling just gets popped off. The drone probably will survive, though. Oh, maybe I jinxed it. Oh, I totally jinxed AlphaStar as the drone goes down. I figured with the queen popping out that drone would be fine, but no. This Terran player being relentless, getting that drone. We see the Reaper gonna jump into the main base. I'd be surprised if it got anything else. The Terran player does see AlphaStar has ceased mining gas to try and get the best economy possible. The Reaper wants to get yet another drone. Oh my gosh, can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, he even blocks the drone. Wow! The Reaper micro from this Terran is so sick, whereas AlphaStar having a bit of a tough go at it. The Masters player is getting some Hellions on the way, just getting up a tech lab, a starport, so normal macro follow-up, everything is on par. Whereas AlphaStar's macro has been disrupted a little bit, it would seem. There's no third base on the way yet. Gas is starting to be mined once again, but losing two drones is not a pleasant feeling if you're a Zerg player. I don't even play Zerg, and I know that. You don't want to lose two workers to a Reaper. That is very uncommon. So not a great start from AlphaStar, but AlphaStar passes over a lot of hurdles when it plays StarCraft, so I have no doubt that it can just play this game out and come back. Fair few lings are on the way for AlphaStar now. It's already got out however many that is, 7, making another 4, I guess, just to be extra safe. The Hellions, of course, can be a threat, seeing as how that number's increasing. Viking's gonna start shooting down this Overlord, get rid of that pesky scout on top of the Terran space. The Terran player, though, will probably just be going for a 3cc play, I imagine. Or no, looks like it's gonna be the extra barracks first, before the CC. As this is quite a common Terran opener. There we go, just the difference. He could have gone 3cc, instead he went for the multiple barracks, and then going right on up to 4 barracks. I imagine there'll be a 5th on the way as per usual. Hellions are now going to move out for the Masters player, potentially going to YOLO into AlphaStar's base, or just to deny the creep. AlphaStar behind this is building a Roach Warren, getting up Evos, starting up that wall a little bit with the Evos to try and help shut down these Hellions a little bit easier. Now, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how we have 6 Hellions for the Masters player, let's try and hit 6 likes on this video. AlphaStar also building 6 drones, so 6 is the number of the day. So make sure to slap that like button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, you enjoy AlphaStar and Starcraft 2 content, press that subscribe button. Also, a bit of an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a viewer tournament coming up on the channel. You have to be a sub to the channel in order to play. Sub for 1 month, just to make sure that no one comes in and just smurfs the thing. But the sign-ups for that, I'm actually going to link those before the official announcement in the description for this video. AlphaStar is starting to make roaches, getting 1-1 upgrades on the way, so it's going for that muscly roach style. Already at 63 workers, so quite a healthy amount. And then the Terran player just producing off of 2 bases, 45 workers. Pretty average saturation. Pretty acceptable saturation for just 2 bases. The Terran player, however, will be pressured to get some damage done to his opponent, making units off of 4 racks, which is quite an odd number. But still potentially going to be coming across the map to try and get some damage done to AlphaStar. And Armory will be finishing up, so those Hellions can turn into Hellbats to help buffer. The Viking even joining up in the siege tanks, going to be putting pressure onto the 3rd base of AlphaStar. AlphaStar getting up a layer is going to have to react to this, but these siege tanks can get themselves into a very nasty position for the Zerg to deal with. Behind these rocks can be tough, very tough to deal with, and I don't know how well AlphaStar is going to handle this push. The Hellions at the 3rd base with the Stim Marines going to be picking off a few drones. So far, though, AlphaStar is looking to push this back. The Roach is eating tank shots, but the damage has been stifled. The Terran player does need to get damage done with this attack, make no mistake, as he is committed just onto 2 bases. AlphaStar has made a lot of roaches, even getting out some Ravagers now. Can potentially corrosive bile down those siege tanks, but those tanks are starting to get mounting damage. More and more shots getting off. The Zerg army is going to push forward. The Stim Marine's going to try and stand as long as they can. However, they do lack the combat shield, and the roaches do have the 1-1 upgrade. So is AlphaStar going to push this away? It looks like the AI will indeed. The siege tanks are going to get cleared, and that is great for AlphaStar. I thought that was quite a nasty push from the Terran, but in the end, AlphaStar is in a great spot. The Terran's economy is not very good. We see a few more barracks going up to 6 barracks, but AlphaStar potentially just going to counterattack and go for the throat. We see Marines out on the map, but they're going to have to load up into those medivacs to get away. The Terran player is going to do that, get behind his wall with his bunker and his siege tank, but man, this is a lot of Zerg. This could be AlphaStar pulling a fast one on the Terran. SCV's repairing the depots, buying as much time as they can so the siege tanks and Marines can shell away, but corrosive bile connects with some of the Marines. SCVs are dying in droves. Marines load into the bunker, but this is not looking to be a good spot for the Terran player. Losses are being had. The +2 attack is probably going to get shut down in this armory. Even if the Terran holds, this will not be a good spot. AlphaStar doubling the supply of its opponent, getting a 4th base on the way at a healthy worker count still, and even bringing the ladies across the map. The queens are here to help transfuse these Ravagers. The Liberator and Siege Tank are doing everything that they can, but the Liberator flies over those queens. This is going from bad to worse for the Terran player, as AlphaStar still doubling the supply, has 2-2 on the way, going to have a huge upgrade lead. I do not have a lot of faith for this Masters player to bring the game back. SCV is just huddling around the tank, waiting to repair. Looks like they're going to get back to work now, but it's a tall order for this Zerg to come back in this game. Command Center building SCVs, but the Terran player still only on 2 bases after having committed so much to a 2-base attack. The follow-up just isn't really on the table, it would seem. I'll say there's always a chance against AlphaStar because the AI sometimes derps, but in a normal ZVT, I'd say there's minimal chance for the Masters player to come back in this match. The 3rd CC will need to be secured soon for the Masters player. A drop is moving out on the map to try and get something done, but AlphaStar is really just making units still. Like, the AI is only at 57 workers, not a massive amount, but it looks like the AI doesn't want this game to go on. AlphaStar is going to push on in the Stim Marines. Well, they need to be Stim. Now they're going to stand against the Roaches and Ravagers. But the siege tank's doing as much as they can, but it's not going to be enough. Liberator's sieging up may help repel this, and AlphaStar actually doesn't pick off that tank. So, I mean, that goes better than it should have by rights for the Terran player. There's also this drop hitting the 4th base, so that's not bad at all for AlphaStar, or for the Terran player, but AlphaStar is still in a commanding position in this game, I'd say, tripling the supply of the Terran. The 4th base going down is quite painful, but oh, another Liberator flies over AlphaStar's queens out on the map. That goes to show, if you thought the AI was done attacking, that is false. The queen's now marching across the map. A lot of siege tanks are on the high ground for the Masters players, so that's looking quite lethal, but this army is still so huge for AlphaStar. Liberator's getting some harassment done, but good reaction from the AI, bringing the queens in. A few missed rallies, so maybe not a good reaction, an alright reaction. Reacting at least is a win. The 3rd base going to be getting forced off. Not a chance the Masters player can secure that. AlphaStar with the queens out on the map as anti-air, transfusing these Ravagers, keeping them healthy, and it looks like the Zerg could be looking to spill forward again. Attacking into these tanks could, however, be suicide for AlphaStar. Can the Terran player bait the AI into an awful engagement? The tank's doing as much as they can, shelling away. SCV's being pulled into the fray once more, but these tanks are dealing so much damage to the Terran, but it doesn't even matter, it would seem. The Zerg army spilling forward, the +2/2 just making this army so strong, and despite these tanks getting huge shots off, the Masters player can't hold on. AlphaStar showing us that it doesn't matter if the AI loses 2 drones in the early game, and it'll just win out anyway. So now here we have a Masters Zerg going to be trying to topple AlphaStar on the map New Repugnancy. Once again, it is that Alpha Zerg. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier in the video, we're doing a viewer StarCraft 2 tournament. Open entry to anyone who's been a subscriber for 1 month to either Falcon, Paladin, and I. We'll both be commentating the event together, encouraging our communities to come out. And it's going to have a $250 prize pool, and we're restricting WCS players. So on the off chance that one of them was subscribed to us, then I thought... yeah, basically, that this would be a fun thing to do. And basically allow you guys who might not necessarily be super competitive at StarCraft 2 to come out, play in the tournament environment, have some fun, play some games, maybe make some friends along the way, have some wacky matches and whatnot, while Falcon, Paladin, and I get to commentate some of our community matches. And I'm looking forward to this because I honestly don't commentate a lot of viewer games or anything like that. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys play, seeing how many of you guys will show up. And big thanks to Hostility, who was the main fronter for the prize pool. This was going to happen regardless, but he was the one who put up the prize pool. So big thanks to him. So you guys can come out and earn some dollars and call yourself a pro gamer. $5 if you come in 9th to 16th place. There might even not be that many signups. Hopefully there will, though. So do come and check it out. Enough of that rambling, though. We have ourselves a Masters player going for an early pool against AlphaStar, sneaking the lings all the way around, trying to surprise the AI, and this should surprise the AI very well. These lings taking the long way around. An extra hatchery is going to be done at the natural. I mean, pretty normal timing for the hatchery, but there's not a lot of drones behind this. It's just going to be lings. This is going to try and catch AlphaStar off guard. The AI not knowing that this aggression is going to be coming. Looks like some drones were even transferred down to bait the Masters player into doing this. I think this is the build that Scarlet did in the GSL against Rogue. And this is exactly the build that Scarlet did in the GSL against Rogue. Just, you make your opponent think that it's a normal opening, then you just hit them with so many lings. This is off the back of only 10 drones, but you can churn out a lot of Zerglings before your opponent wisens up to it. And all AlphaStar is starting up at 3rd base. That is not good for the AI. Lings, once they have speed, are going to spill across the map for the Masters player. They're starting to move in now. The hand is going to be shown, and the AI is going to be panicking. Ling's going to surround this queen, pick her off. The AI is going to try and throw up a Baneling nest and make lings as fast as possible, but this is not going to be good, I feel. Drones are going to start dying, and there will be a lot of drone deaths. It will be a tough hold for AlphaStar, make no mistake about it. More and more Lings coming in. The Queen gets surrounded. She did not get to a safe place. AlphaStar is firing up 14 Lings, but there's already a lot in the base from the red player. Drones are dying en masse. That is a lot of red units. It looks like the red player is winning out. AlphaStar is trying to stand and only needs to survive for a few more seconds, I'd say. Maybe get up a Baneling or two, get up a few rounds of its own Ling production. Then it could, in theory, be fine. But man, these drones are red already. This is going to be quite tough for AlphaStar to hold on. That Baneling nest dies, or was canceled before the Broodlings get out, so those don't even help out. Drone's going to run away now. AlphaStar can't really afford to lose anymore, but it has to pull them into the fight to try and hold on. The red player is seemingly going to win out. It's going to be so close. 8 drones to 10. This is eerily close, but then more Lings come on in for the red player, and that is going to be all she wrote to finish off AlphaStar with a very wise cheese. This is a GSL level cheese that we saw from the Masters player to catch AlphaStar off guard. And the AI was not ready for this at all. AlphaStar is like, I have 2 Zerglings and 4 Overlords. What do I do? What is AlphaStar doing right now? Can we lock onto AlphaStar's camera? Let's see. What's the AI doing? Well, the game's about to end. Anyway, GG. Yes, well played by the Masters player, catching AlphaStar off guard with a cheese. Not something we see too often. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time. This has been LaughNgamez. Make sure to check the description for that tournament sign-up link. The date is May 9th, 8 a.m. Pacific.